Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're all doing well. So you've probably thought, Fifi, where have you been? And I am super sorry, but I did fall down a whole flight of stairs and I've been worried if I broke a rib. I've been up A&E. Luckily I've not broken a rib because I've got dried, but I think it was just a weird sensation inside moving, and apparently it's just the muscle because I've damaged, somewhat bruised that. I did do, this is more like an update sort of video because I've not picked up the camera last week because of everything that's happened with me. I've had some vet visits for the ponies, which we never have, so I just wanted to do a whole update video. And also I got a new horse that I've not even been able to reveal to you all because of my rib and just not getting round to even putting up a video of her. Obviously I have on Instagram, but the thought of when I was in pain with my rib, of editing a whole YouTube video, has all been a little bit stressful. I'm gonna skip back to yesterday's video and give you a little update on the ponies, and then once I've finished doing my whole little chat with you all there, I'll bring you back here. We have just had one hell of a month with, well, one hell of the last 2-3 weeks with me being injured and the ponies, which my ponies they're never injured, but they all want to become injured at the same time. So I bought an off the track thoroughbred called Amoretto, which I named her. She's an absolute sweetest mare. She's absolutely lovely, but obviously she was only raced 2 weeks prior to when I actually bought her from Newmarket. So me, I would say, not being as educated on thoroughbreds background is that they actually can't be turned out straight away. I didn't know this. I just thought, I love giving my ponies turn out, so I just thought, oh, she's probably been in the stable, let's put her out. So I did, and she was a bit more whirlwind. She walked under the electric, discovered that she didn't want to graze in her restricted area. So I thought, you know what, she might want a buddy, let's put her out with Danny. Put her out with Danny, and Danny was like, oh my god, I've got a friend, let's go say hello. And he did come over, though Danny doesn't mean it, he did come over a little bit much, and she was just like, hell no, get me away from him. So then that just ended up with her running through the electric bungee, which she was absolutely fine. She just ran through the electric bungee and broke it, but she's then overreached and cut her leg. Great. So then I brought her into the stable, and you couldn't write it. She then rolls in her stable, and then nearly gets cast on the wall and grazes her other leg. Like, honestly, yeah, it's just these thoroughbreds, they've got such tiny legs and the tiniest nicks. You've really got to wrap them up in cotton wool. So anyway, I was sort of panicking. She was fine. Then I fell down the stairs. I've injured my rib. While I hurt my rib, Mum tried putting her out again on her own, and she just run round. So anyway, she just said, you know what, I'll just bring her in. So I don't know if maybe she's got the nick damp where she cut her legs, and maybe it's got infected or something, but her whole leg just blew up, and we were like, great, because I was injured, Mum was doing the yard on her own. So we just been kept cold hosing it, and we got the vet out. He just gave us some antibiotics and said, look, give us some antibiotics, it will be fine, it will go down, which it has. It's gone down, and she's doing absolutely amazingly. And today is her first time going out in the paddock, and I'm absolutely pooing myself. I don't even want to look at her, but I gave her a feed in the paddock with a hay net, because I thought she feels so comfortable in a stable that hopefully if we can make this more of a comfortable environment, that she might be okay. But fingers crossed, she's actually being a good girl. And a car just drove past, like, when I was just talking, and she did sort of like look up and have a little like and then she just put her head back down and she's grazing, but she seems absolutely fine. So this is the paddock that Mum and Simon, my stepdad, have built me, and thank you so much, because it's absolutely amazing. We wanted a paddock that she couldn't pick up too much speed, because that is what she does. When she panics, she picks up speed. So there's not much room to like run around, but there's plenty of room for her to come out here and have a graze. Just hoping she doesn't trash it, which she probably is going to. But yeah, I've absolutely booted her up to the nines. Don't want to hurt herself anymore. But yeah, she's gone out and she's been out here for a good 10 minutes and she's been fine. So I'm just really happy at this point. I'm just hoping I might just pull her out before it happens. But she's been good as gold. Nebo caught mud fever, which he has done before. He caught it last year, but that's why I kept his legs on when I clipped him, because I thought maybe that might be an extra barrier while it's a bit muddy. And he did catch it, so we had to shave his legs, sort the scabs out, and he's absolutely fine. He's in the field now and he's been good as gold. We bought some mud boots, which were quite cheap for £25 a pair on Amazon. I think they were the Shires, but really good, keeping them really dry. I just got some antibiotic cream for any of the scabs, which has absolutely really cleared it up, so thanks to the vet for that. And the recent thing that's happened, which is a little bit more of a bizarre one, I brought Honey in from the field the other day and she's absolutely fine. And I took her around to the new block, tried a bridle on her, she was all trotting behind me, absolutely fine. And I put her in the stable. Next morning, come back and she's got a massive, massive swollen leg and knee. And I'm like, what's happened with you? And at first we thought it was an abscess, because Mum was like, they can get swollen legs with an abscess. But then, because she wasn't walking on it at all, then she starts walking on it, and now I've put her in the sand patch. She's running around, trotting, absolutely fine, but her leg is still swollen, and I have no idea what she's done. I don't know if she's been kicked in the field. A bit of a month, but I'm very, very proud of Amoretto in her field today, and Nebo's all fine. We've just got to deal with Honey. So yeah, that is a little bit of a rant update on what's been happening. But you just couldn't write it. You really couldn't write it. Little update on Amoretto. She was good as gold for 50 minutes, and the last 5 minutes she sort of had a yeehaw and said, you know what, I've had enough, can you bring me in? I was like, oh, okay, we'll bring you in. So I brought her in and put some cream on her legs, unwrapped her bandages. She's in a stable, she's happy. I think maybe where she's just not used to it, she just has a bit of a yeehaw, which you would expect. Of course, that doesn't go in the field. And just say, you know what, I want to come in now. But we've got 50 minutes, which is a big achievement because we didn't even get a minute before. So yeah, now I've got some mucking out to do. So me and Mum popped home, had some soup, changed the headband because I did look a little bit like a lunatic. Yeah, put some pink tracksuit bottoms on over my joppers because I was absolutely freezing. The little Amoretto is in her stable. Let's turn the lights on in here. Hey girlie, you okay, princess? You okay? You pretty girl? Hey, gorgeous. Let's go get nibbles. Come on then. Hugs. Let's go get nibs. Nibbles. Let's go. Alright, let's go get my little nibbles in. Then I've got to get the 2 baby boys in. Nibbles! There's my 2 little baby boys up the top of the field, wanting to come in. Nibbles. They look so pretty. Nibs, you want to come in? Nebo is currently scared of pugs. He's like, what is that? Wearing a Christmas jumper. Good boy. So it's going down to -1 tonight. Honestly, this weather is absolutely freezing. I'm not surprised if it starts to snow. And me and Mum will have a crying meltdown if it snows. Ah, there's little Amoretto. She's like, oh, my Nebo's coming back to the stable. So I'm going to quickly take Nebo's leg wraps off, then pop him in the stable, and then I'll sort him out and put him in his pyjamas, aka rugs. Later this evening, let me just get all the others out of the cold. Come boy. So I've put my leg rose head collar on. I just need to grab Massimo and bring him in. Have Mass. My leg rose thinks I'm not bringing him in, but how pretty does the sky look? So Massimo's paddock is right at the top. If you don't remember me walking up this paddock when I had my leg right up here, and we had to carry all these buckets of waters up here and everything. Famous. Ah, he's such a gorgeous boy. Amoretto wants to come in while Mass tries to drag me down the hill, because he finds it rather exciting coming down the hill because he tries to drag me. You're going to put me into the electric, boy. Come on, Amoretto. It got dark pretty quick. I'm just hosing poor Honey's little legs. Bless her. You can just see from the light that it's just pretty. It doesn't look too bad now because I've been hosing it today, but it's gone down a lot. It's mostly this knee area, so I don't know if she's fell or twisted or God knows what, because there's no mark on her, which is, it's just a bit strange, isn't it, Hans? A little bit strange. But she seems to be walking on it fine, so hopefully it's nothing major. We just have to wait and see how she goes, but thought I'd hold hose it before it goes in. She's been walking around in it, so that probably took a bit of the swelling down, but this takes a bit more of the swelling down. So you probably heard my little rant update about what happened with the horses and the vet visit and how Amoretto is doing. So this is the next day. I've gone back to when I was in the car. And this is her second day out in the paddock. Ignore me with the blue surgical gloves on. It's the only thing that keeps your hands actually warm and waterproof. So little tip for you there. And you can also put them under your gloves just to keep that extra warmth layer in. So what I'm doing at the moment, which may help other people, I'm just giving a little bit of advice here. So we've got this paddock that she's currently in, but what I do is I tip a little bit of food on the floor. So she's so used to loving her stable and feels so secure in here that I want her to feel that in this paddock. So I don't want her to just come in here and be like, oh, I'm in a paddock, I'm scared. I want her to feel like, oh, I get fed in my stable, I'm getting fed in my paddock, even though there is grass here. But what it causes her to do is that she eats the leftover food on the floor, but then she starts picking up the grass, and then that eventually is her food without her causing that whole panic that, oh my god, she's in the field. So that is one I come up with it, and I just thought maybe it might work, and I tried it yesterday and it did work for about 50 minutes, which was good enough. And then she did sort of have like a bit of a moment where she did do a sort of little trot around buckaroo, and I thought it was a bit wet because it rained the day before, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to pull her out because I don't want to get her too freaked out all at once. So I pulled her out, and I thought, you know what, I won't do as long, and I kind of want her to come in here and then come out without her kicking off a tantrum. So I'm going to probably leave her out here for like 25 minutes, just let her have a little mooch, take her back in, and then do it little by little, so she doesn't know that she has to explode for me to bring her in. If you know, that's my little moment. So as you can tell now, she's moved away from her little moochy spot, and she sort of, don't get me wrong, I know the grass isn't great in this area, but I was just literally giving her an area to come out and feel a little bit free, but not as big as a paddock, not as big as a field, sorry. As you can tell here, yesterday she sort of just got a bit of ahead of herself, and she was sliding where it was a little bit wet, and I thought, you know what, I don't want you sliding into the post and rail fencing that Mum and Simon have just built you. So I'm just going to let her mooch around here and hopefully just pull her in before she explodes, and then maybe I can just gradually do it for 20 minutes because I don't want to keep leaving her until she explodes, if you know what I mean. So yeah. So I'm probably going to answer all the questions that you're probably shouting through the phone at me right now, is why are you not giving her a friend in the field with her? And yeah, it's a valid question. I love all my horses to go out with a buddy, but she's just a bit scared of them. She doesn't like them, you know, to get in her space because she feels vulnerable. So now I've put Jack out because I thought he can't touch her, but then also I don't think he'll mess around. He will just sort of eat, and I've gave him a bit of hay on the grass, so maybe he might just nibble that. But they've sort of said hello over the fence, but I was holding Jack, so I was like, Jack, because he can be a bit moody, don't be too nasty to her, please. But yeah, I think she knows he's here, so that's good, because it's more like if I walk away and she realises that I'm not there, she will kick off. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but my little ex-race horse, Amoretto, has been in the field for 3 hours. 3 hours. She has been the most goodest girl. I think it's really helped. We've put Jack in there because it was more when I walked away as well that she was showing off, even though she did have others there, but she just didn't really bond with them as much because Jack's quite old and he sort of just wants to plod around. He can't touch her, but also she knows he's there, and he's not really, he's like had a little poodle around, but he comes back to his little hay. But yeah, I'm gonna get her in because I want to sort of, the last few times me bringing her in, I brought her in when she's had a tantrum and she's running around, and I bring her in because I'm like, oh, don't want you to hurt yourself. So I want to bring her in before she has a tantrum, even though I don't think she actually will because she's been good as gold for 3 hours, but I just want to bring her in to actually, for her to realise that she doesn't have to have a tantrum for me to grab her in, or that's what happens when I bring her in. So I want her to just know that she can go out here, like in her stable, have a bit of a play and a fun, and then she can come in. But yeah, I'm really, really happy. Oh, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders because it was just, honestly, it was really hard with her not being able to go out. But yeah, exciting. We've done it. We've been had turnout without a tantrum. She's been as good as gold. Wasn't you? You'll be a good girl. So I've just whipped her little booties off, and I'm going to give her legs a little rinse just on her hoofs because they're like thick mud. Hating this weather right now, but try and bribe her into the wash down. Quickly wash your tootsies, shall we? Just your toes, not your legs, I promise. She's been like, not really, she will be fine, but she doesn't really like it at the start because she thinks I'm washing her legs. Hey, Daddy! Oh, you're so grown up. Oh, you're so grown up. You clever girly. Oh, good girl. Go back to go now. I know. Oh, good girly. Oh, good girly. Yeah. Oh, clever girly. Oh, that's it. Good girly. There we go. I just need to get the mare. There we go. And we'll go back, and then we'll pick your tootsies out. And you can go have you some lunch. Some lunch. Do ya? Come on then. Let's go get some lunch. Come, girlie. Twinkle toes. Been a good girl. So I've just had a quick bit of lunch, and Amoretto's in her stable. I've just brought Nebo in, and I'm going to ride him. I've not rode him in about a week due to obviously what's all been happening with me, but also he's clipped. And the last time I took him out, he was very fresh. So yeah. Here's little Nibbleinas. Who's that in your stable? Is that pregnant Willow? I'm joking, she's not pregnant. But she looks pregnant. Look at the belly. Willow, Abby's horse, lives out 24/7 now, so Abby just brought her in for a groom. But Mum has said that Abby can ride Danny out with me. So I've told her to put Willow in Nebo's stable. Not to mess it up too much, eh, Nebs? Because it's yours, isn't it? And you get a little bit touchy about who's in your stable. But then Abby can come on and ride with us. Yeah. Oh, look how handsome he is. He's so handsome. He's like, why are you in my stable? Thanks, don't eat my hay. Oh, no. She's pooing. She's pooing in your stable, Nebs. How do you feel? Not good. So I'm just going to quickly tack him up. He's got a half rug on, which here I have like an exercise sheet on, but I put this rug on him just because it's 2 degrees, like absolutely freezing. Hello, baby. So I'm going to tack him up. But I'm just going to chuck that back on once he's got his saddle on. Bits and bobs. Ignore my dirty tack. I probably said this last time too, but I haven't got round to cleaning it. And 2, we're only hacking out in the muddy weather, so it's only going to get dirty. I need your jelly pad. Don't actually ever put my little saddles out on without white jelly, just because it gives them so much comfort. Let's put this on you. Good stuff. I've also got, I did sort all my rugs out yesterday, as you can see, not put them back where they belong. So I need to sort all of that out. You know what, just because having 2 in this block where Amoretto gets nebo now, it's a lot at bedtime routine, isn't it? We've got to have duvets, rugs, so everything just gets pulled out. So I just think, you know what, I'm not even going to put it back. He will crib, don't you? Always does. But yeah, I just thought I'll just leave it because he's going back on you tonight, so we'll sort it out then. I'm going to put this needs clean. How dare, this was lovely and new, and now it's dirty. Yeah.
Do you riding in our short boots? What? Because I can't get them over my leggings. I can't get your mum's boots over my track.
What short boots?
I don't know, do you not have any short boots?
I think Mum had a pair of short boots. I don't know what.
Yeah, no. Unless I can just ride in these. But yeah,
Yeah,
they
what is that?
I can just...
That like thinner.
You got your wellies in there.
Yeah, just put them on. Just put
The
anything
little
on that.
one that you like are obsessed with me
The
wearing.
Dunlops.
Yeah.
Yeah, just put them on because they're quite skinny on the toe.
Yeah.
How is she doing? She's fine. Nebo is just gave her a mortified face because she pulled in there. And she sort of looked at him while she was doing it.
Oh, your actual corner that scares me. Right, I'll go and put your wellies on.
Right, mister. Do the girth up. Do the girth up. Princess Evil. Actually feeling so much better today than I did yesterday. I just feel like I'm getting better each day as we come. Aren't we, baby? Yes. Right, let me... You don't have to stand right next to the wall. You need to sort of do your girth up. Thank you. Also need to pick your feet out. I'll do that in a minute. Now riding Danny and also having Amoretto now, I don't realise how small Nebo actually is. Like when everyone used to go, he's a pony, he's so small. Obviously I know he's a pony, but I didn't see him as small because I was just so used to just riding him. He doesn't look that small, but he is. He's a little baby. Little baby. Right. Mister. Let's pick your toes out because I need that done before, because I'm not fancying you walking around in circles while you've got your bridle on. We're out and look who's back.
I'm back, guys.
She's back from the dead.
I'm alive.
She died and then come back to life.
I've made an appearance again.
She's riding Dan. And then I'm on Nibbles. We're just going for a walk. Because obviously after me falling down the stairs, which isn't funny, it really hurt.
It's the socks.
I was wearing Primark fluffy socks. The last time I put Primark on my YouTube.
In the bin, but then she wore them the next day.
I know, they are giving me a little bit PTSD.
A little bit of PTSD when she goes down the stairs.
Like, honestly, I looked at them this morning, I was like, oh, they look really cozy, I'm going to put them back on. And I was like, no.
No.
Or I'm putting my socks on when I get down the stairs.
For Christmas, I'm going to get you another pair of socks.
Thanks.
That aren't fluffy. Only fluffy on the inside.
I'm trying to vlog, but my hand feels like it's going to fall off. I think it's like 2 degrees.
I don't even think it's that.
I think it's 1.
I think it's cold.
Let me check, 1 minute. It's 1 degree.
Told you.
Dan don't look impressed.
Dan's got the right arm.
I think it's cold.
His mum riding him. He's like, who's this girl? That's in tracksuit bottoms.
No,
wellies.
Welly. The Dunlocks have made another
The
appearance.
Dunlocks
The
that I don't
Dunlocks are
like.
making an appearance this time of year.
All I came down was to groom my pony, and now I've come out, ended up riding Dan.
Don't complain, you love
I'm not. To be fair, I haven't been on a horse for a month and a half, so it's quite nice.
My hands are well cold, but yeah, we're going for a nice slow walk. Nebo hasn't been ridden for a week. Danny hasn't been ridden for
And
a
Nebo's
week.
clipped.
Nebo's clipped. Danny was clipped, but he sort of grew back his hair
Back
again.
to fluffy Dan. We're having a poo break.
Oh, got poo break going on over there. Nibbles! Is it cold? The sky looks pretty.
Way too much energy. Way too much.
It just is getting so dark so early as well. Like, by the time because I usually used to leave them out as long as possible. Like, I would bring them in at like 5, and I can't do that now because it is literally freezing cold and it gets dark at like
I actually can't
4.
put my hands are numb.
You can't really. They don't look that cold, but they are.
Stand in the puddle.
Oh no, we're gonna have to take them for a cold puddle on your
Think about
cold
walking up
legs.
the steps.
Dan, do you think you can get on them?
I think you can get up there. Fifi's now going to attempt to open the gate. And I'm going to attempt to stay on Danny, film and get through the gate at the same time. Dan could not be any less. Go on, Dan. You can go. Oh, no. Fifi's actually got to get through the gate first. Dan. Dan. There we go. I am so good at this. One-handed filming.
My horse is getting dirty.
As she puts them through a puddle.
Oh, I'm not going to.
Oh, whoa. Dan's got the ump. He went, Abby put me through a puddle. Come on.
Look at how nice the sky looks with
I know. Very nice. Why you got the ump? Very nice. Apart from that face.
my hands. Look, they're all red.
Oh my god. How was your ribs feeling?
They're getting better day by day. Ooh.
I can't believe you're on your pony already.
Oh, I'm not being funny. I've not broken anything, so no harm done.
Well, oh god, you got knocked out.
Why? Danny's little platty, twisty things have come out.
We've lost the plait here.
It's not even a plait, it's a twist.
Okay, well we've lost the twist of the band.
Oh, look at this mud. I hate this weather. I love the winter when it's cold and you get to put them all in their cosy rugs, but
I hate the mud.
oh, the mud. I'm sorry. It's horrendous. So I've left Abby around the other side because that's where Danny's stable is. But we did have a little sing-along, a little jolly up. But I can't pop it in because of the copyright, so it's a bit annoying. But my hands, ooh, they're freezing. Like, honestly, to God, my hands. I know I should be wearing gloves, but I just can't ride in gloves. I can't feel like I can't feel. Well, I was going to say I can't feel the reins, but at the moment I can't feel my hands. It is freezing. That is how cold it is. My feet, I can't feel them. So cold. I've just got quickly. I'm so sorry. I'm your cold needle. You've been happy, so you'll probably be okay for like 2 minutes. Use your ear. Sorry, I did it wrong. Let's tuck the hair in. Quickly get this on you. Warm. Okay. Quickly get you warm. Freezing. Right. Get head collar on. Go on. It's cold, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. You're clipped. I'm cold. You're cold. We're all cold. Cold. It's cold. Right. Quickly. Might call me old-fashioned with the duvet, but it's the only real warm keeper. It is freezing. And the reason I didn't put a hood on him last night, but I am going to put a hood on him tonight because this, I wrap it around here, but then it ends up actually here, and then his whole head and neck are out, and he's fully clipped, and he gets really cold and shivery. Oh, right, Sneebo, I get it, guys.
Oh, that's a good one. Hello.
Nebo just made Abby jump out their skin.
Yeah.
Boo.
Literally went boo.
Oh, it's freezing. Oh, Willow. You're not going to be cold. Bloody hell. I think it's going, what's it going down to tonight? Like -2.
Tell me this. Right, let's get a poo out before Nebo as if you fit.
Nebo's like, you say that while I'm having my duvet on.
Nebo's like, I should go through my stable. I'm not happy about it.
So cold, my nose feels like it's going to fall off. Nighty night ponies. Mum's waiting in the car. Look how cold it is. That is literally how cold it is. It's freezing. I'll quickly put my tack away. It is absolutely freezing, and I've just got to quickly chuck a rug on Jack and put my tack away. But I think I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you all liked this vlog, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, which is Fifi's_Welsh_ponies. Bye.